Lorenzo Valla, de Libero Arbitrio, Episode 8. Odiosum puto et execrabilem medicum, qui aegrotum probatis iam usu medicamentis curare, non vult sed novis, et experimento non cognitis, et nautam qui mavult in suetum, iter tenere quam id per quod caeteri salva navi ac mercibus navigarunt. In this portion, Valla continues his diatribe against the mixing of philosophy with theology. And he says, puto, I think, or I hold, puto, I think that, and this is going to introduce oratio obliqua, or indirect statement. Remember, the way this is formed is that we first have an introductory verb of thinking, perceiving, saying, etc., puto. Then we have an accusative subject, here medicum, and we have an infinitive. The infinitive has to be provided, namely esse. So what would we say? I believe that the doctor is hateful, odiosum, and contemptible, execrabilem. Here again with this ligature like so, we take this as em, and we'll see a couple other of those in different places. I hold him to be a hateful and contemptible doctor. Which one? The one qui, the one who. Qui vult, here is one relative clause, and then we will have qui navigarunt, another relative clause. So hateful and contemptible, the doctor who does what? Aegrotum. Now this is a little bit difficult to read here, but this letter, like so, we are to understand as ae, the diphthong ae. This is aegrotum. And this adjective, aegrotum, means sick, diseased, or sickly. So I think he is a hateful and contemptible doctor who, what does he do? Who the sick man, aegrotum, with medicamentis, with medicines, medicamentis, proved by use already, iam usu. So medicamentis is a neuter plural ablative of instrument, ablativus instrumentalis. It's modified by probatis, which is the same gender number in case and is a participle from probare. So with medicines that have been proved already, probatis iam, through practice or use, that's usu. And what is usu? Usu is itself an ablative of instrument, and it is going to be masculine, singular, and ablative. From the fourth declension noun, usus, usus, like so. Who does not want, non vult, who does not want to heal or cure, curare, the sick man, aegrotum, using medicines, medicamentis, or remedies that have already been demonstrated through use. He doesn't want to do that. But instead, that's said, but instead he wants to use, that's implicit, new ones, novis medicamentis. He wants to use novel cures or novel treatments, and those that have not been learned or found out, non cognitis, by trial, experimento. There's another ligature here for en, and this one for known. We have then a number of additional ablatives of instrument, novis modifying implicit medicamentis, cognitis, and experimento standing in place of usu. You can see the parallelism. At nautam, so nautam stands here in place of medicum. So I think he's a hateful and contemptible doctor, and I think he is a hateful and contemptible sailor, nautam. This is the masculine singular accusative, the masculine singular accusative subject of the next oratio obliqua, again with esse implicit. I find that sailor the same. Which one? The one who, qui, prefers mavult, so now mavult replaces vult, prefers to hold to a path, iter tenere, to make his journey, that is, insuetum, unfamiliar, who prefers to hold to an unfamiliar route when he sails, than to do what? Than to hold to id, that iter, that route, by which, per quod, others, caeteri, here's our masculine plural nominative subject, by which other men have sailed, navigarunt, And you can see that navigarunt here is actually a compressed form of navigawerunt, the third plural perfect, Then the route by which id per quod other men caeteri have sailed navigawerunt. And how have they sailed? With their ship, navi, and their merchandise, mercabus, that's what this is, with their ship and their merchandise, sawa, intact. And sawa is feminine singular and ablative modifying navi. Here's a portrait of Alfonso V of Aragon. He was the patron of Lorenzo Valla and encouraged him in his investigations into the forged donation of Constantine.